Good morning, guys. This is a quick voice check while you wait for people to get in over here. Let me know in the live chat whether you guys can hear me or not. It's going to be a more relaxed stream while we lead towards the weekend. Markets are doing pretty much what we expected, so nothing much to really talk about. If you guys did watch the Bitcoin video from a couple of days ago, just before we did the stream, you guys shouldn't be too surprised by the current market action. Everything pretty much going according to plan. So yeah, a lot to just rehash, I guess, in today's video, but we're gonna have a more relaxed stream today, so let me know. Is the music too loud, by the way? I see AJ Smalls in here. I see Chauvin here. How's it going, Chauvin? Good morning to all of you. Super Zainal is in here saying sale. Hey man, Bitcoin is always on sale. Alan Ball in here coming here with a very aggressive comment against Elon. And people don't seem to be very happy with Elon at the moment. I wonder how Dogecoin is doing in this environment. Apparently Elon has come in and said something more on Bitcoin. It's pretty funny. Oh, he's the new Trump of the crypto world. Elon is Trump. That should be the title of the live stream, eh? What do you guys think? Elon is Trump. Julian Patrick in here. How's it going, Julian? Love to see Julian in here. One of my favorites. I don't know why, Julian. You just give me a feel-good feeling. You're so mango. I don't think you even know it. Across Canada says, could have sold my share this evening. You can't think like that, man. Stick to your plan. Could have, should have, would have. Not the mango way, bud. Good morning, Mud. Good morning. How are you doing today? This fine day. I'm expecting there to be not a lot of people in today's stream. I was gonna do another live presentation, but again, because I was expecting it to be pretty much a dead day while we consolidate, there's no reason to do a impromptu live stream when we don't have too many people in here. Actually, I think we're bottoming already, says Across Canada. Well, don't overthink it then, man. Just stick to your plan. You're not gonna get the perfect entry, the perfect top. Remember, we don't try for that. Good morning, DJ. How are you? Mango, do you know anything about crypto blades? I'm not sure what that is. Never heard of it, man. Good morning, Mark. How are you, buddy? Good to see you in here. We have many of our favorites in here today. Julian, AJ, Mark, Ajay as well, and Chauvin. Jeez. Gonna be a good stream. It'll be a fun stream. The perfect stream to lead into the weekend. We still on for our Catan game this weekend, by the way, guys. Oh, well, let's try the new game we talked about, guys. Zombicide. I was drawing a line from the chart, and the crash happened since. Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna say I was drawing a line and crash happened right when you drew it. That tends to happen, eh? Sometimes I'm drawing a trend line, and this extend it, and price comes right down onto the trend line in that instant, as though it was a magnet. Mahesh Ramakrishnan says, hello right back at you. Mystery Mask, buddy, how are you? He says, yo. Good morning to you, bud. Nice to see a lot of seedlings and growlings in here. Yep. Pretty happy about that. Make me feel good. The regulars are regular. Oh man, I'm down to play Munchkin. It's been so many years. No, I'm kind of tired of the Catan, to be honest. Cities and Nights. Actually, why not? No. I'm in two minds. Leaning towards Munchkin or Zombicide. Alright guys, there's around 50 of you here, actually 64 of you over here. Hit that like button, show Mango some love, hit the subscribe. Leon says good morning from NL. Hey man, how's it going? Netherlands, right? That's what NL stands for. Baz says, how's everyone doing? Love the love in here. Love the politeness. Everyone's so Mango. Play Coop. That sounds interesting, man. Sounds like Saboteur. If you just played Saboteur, oh, that's a great game too. Dude, Mark, you gotta try and find Saboteur on tabletop if you can. Pump it, Sean. Not Bitcoin, man. Honest question, does Elon have this kind of influence on the crypto market? Seems like when he tweets, things go crazy. No. Okay, yes and no, DJ. We've pretty much started the stream. But that's a good question. So you know what, we'll start the stream with that question today. Yep, from the Netherlands, Amsterdam. Oh damn, I gotta visit. A lot of people from Netherlands, from Mango. Byron Scott says Bitcoin is manipulated like every other market in the world, bud. Every market is manipulated. Your risk management session was of great help. You saved me a lot from getting wrecked. Thanks a ton, bud. Hey man, I'm glad you enjoyed that session. That was one of the first impromptu sessions I've ever done. It's the only one I've done thus far. So I'm looking forward to doing more, but I'd like to have a bigger audience when we are doing things like that, because it'll be a lot more impactful, right? So those of you who did miss the stream that we did last Friday, I did do a impromptu PowerPoint presentation in the middle of the stream. That is going to be really beneficial, and some high alpha in that stream for you guys, just by, you know, protecting yourselves from unnecessary losses, or, to be honest, unnecessary profit giveaways. Sam is in here. Oh man, I love this guy. Love his excitement, love his eagerness. How are you, buddy? Old man is in here too, man. It'll be fun today. Elon, you can call me Elon Musk. Love it. It's him, guys. We have Elon in here. It all makes sense now. Ooh, my sidebar's red. ADA down 11%, Bitcoin down 6%. What else do we have here? Ethereum. Oh no, that's FBDC. ETH pretty much keeping up with Bitcoin, because FBDC is only down percent or so. What about RBDC? Down 4.5%. Solana down 3% against Bitcoin as well. I do want to take a quick look at the 10-year yields. Oh man, no wonder it's not. Well. Consolidating on the daily, weekly showing some life. Taking too long, man. And Q1 going to retrace. Let's take a look at NASDAQ. NDX is NASDAQ. Don't want resources. E-mini NASDAQ futures. I don't know about that. It's actually looking pretty good here, surprisingly. Let's see, man. Yeah, I usually keep an eye only on the indexes, but the futures right now aren't looking too shabby, but in my opinion. But let's see. Petra says, when do altcoins decouple from Bitcoin? Looking for that to happen is unnecessary, in my opinion. That's a new narrative apparently that has been picking up recently with Steam. All markets are coupled, man. Lindika's in here, Swag's in here as well, so more of the regulars coming in. Lindika saying good morning, mangoes. Looking forward for another dose of golden nuggets. Well, today's stream, Lindika, I'm hoping for it to be a lot more relaxed, but I always say that, and you know, really, I'm gonna try to not rant. Smash the likes, guys, says old man. Indeed, smash the likes. We're about to start in 30 seconds, but pretty much started already. Let me go ahead. Do a couple of checks. That's good. That's not good over here. What the? This check failed. What? Alright guys, give me a quick second. I do apologize. Don't trust that counter. It'll be starting pretty soon. So Windows 10 apparently, I'm still not used to it. Switched. Oh, I hate this tune. Windows 10 has so changed how you get to your startup apps. All right, I'll do this later. Are we ready? Yeah, well, 134 people here in here. Damn. So yeah, guys, hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit the notification icon. We're about to start in 10 seconds. All right, let's get the show started. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, guys. My name is Sean Dex, and I welcome you to today's relaxed stream leading into the weekend. I hope you guys are having a great Friday or Thursday, depending on which part of the world you are. I hope you guys had a fantastic week, and I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend ahead of you. And I hope you guys can hear me this time around instead of me messing it up like I always do. So hey, Krisha's in here too. How's it going, Krisha? How's it going, Garima? Fallen Angel is in here as well, and we have Elon Musk. How's it going? We have a lot of the mango seedlings and growlings are regulars in today's live stream, so we're gonna have a lot of fun today. But at the same time, there's not really much to talk about because Bitcoin pretty much doing what we expected Bitcoin to do within this consolidation pattern, right? Within its higher time frames. We can rehash everything we've discussed, right? Kind of go through it all. There are a couple of developments that are worth noting, but again, nothing too surprising. So this is what I recommend a lot of you new traders or new visitors to the stream, especially if you've missed the past couple of videos streams over the past week. This is what I recommend you guys do. Okay, it's gonna be really educational. One, watch the video I did on Bitcoin from a couple of days ago. That's the first step you guys should do. You guys should take, right? The title of the video, I believe, is Relief Rally ? $50,000 Bitcoin. Essentially, that video talks about what exactly is Relief Rally, how to trade it, the concepts behind it, the bull side, the bear side, what signs we are looking for on Bitcoin to trigger those trades towards that relief rally. Right now, there are multiple ways you can trade it, of course, right? You can build your trade, you can add on the high low, and we'll talk about that, add on the breakup, etc. Now, I recommend watching that video. We'll rehash a lot of those concepts, but not everything. But yeah, we talk about the divergence that we noticed on Bitcoin. We'll update you guys on that today. And then what I recommend you guys do is watch the live stream from last week. All right, I did a video last Friday where in the middle of the video we did discuss or rather I did do a impromptu PowerPoint presentation, and in that presentation I talked about some really foundational concepts in regards to risk management. Now of course it's not exhaustive, not at all. In fact, I would say that that's maybe only 10% of risk management that you guys need to worry about. But the fact that I got so much feedback on that video, people thanking me for that risk management segment I did, it was eye-opening for me in regards to how much you guys don't know pertaining to risk management, or how much you guys are neglecting. Many of you, not all of you, okay, not all of you, but many of you are neglecting risk management. So definitely watch that stream. It's a good start. After that, at the very least, you'll have the right questions to ask, right? A lot of people don't value the importance of knowing what questions to ask. Okay, so before I do start on Bitcoin, let me know in the live chat, is the music too loud or is it too soft? It was a tad bit too loud on my end. Rahul Aditya says recover $200 in the last 5 minutes. We're talking about Bitcoin. Guys, serious when I say artists pumping after dump. I'm not sure what you mean, man. Leon says positive thoughts about Bitcoin. Well, Bitcoin's the most positive asset in the world at the moment, man. Bitcoin's all about hope. But that doesn't mean it can't go down, right? Doesn't mean it can't go down. CJ Weston says the music is perfect. Gopchip says too loud. Okay, so I did adjust it a tad bit. So let me know again, Gop. Old man says good to go. AJ Small says it's good, and Kusha says just right in my opinion. So that's I'm gonna go with the majority over here. Dear commenters, please keep the comments related to the stream. Enjoy the stream. Please, I love this guy. Mystery, you're slowly and surely inching your way towards that list of people I love. My favorites. Leon Anand says, Craig Charles, wait. Oh wait, he says with AI. I don't know what you mean over there, man. Craig Charles says, Kusha, please accept my email. I want the mango ribbon so bad. Craig, do this. Shoot me a PM. Kusha's been super busy recently. Shoot me a PM on Discord, and I'll set you up right after, man. I'll set you up right after the stream myself. So, by the way, guys, we did have issues with the with our email thingy, like our automated email, right? So it was clogged, and then it turned into a mess. So I did have to restart it. I did have to like fix a couple of things, and now it is fixed. We are still going through the entire, so you guys may be receiving the automated, some of you are receiving the automated email that you were supposed to receive, but I am going through all of those emails now myself, and Kusha is helping as well, so we will be getting through all of those. So I do apologize for the delays, but you guys will get sorted out very soon. If you guys aren't in the Discord yet, by the way, go ahead and join. You guys can join us. It's completely free, completely open for now, especially during this period. This is where we know that people who are joining the Discord are the people looking to learn. So go ahead and join. It is available at themangoway.com/discord. You'll also find a link in the description of this stream. So yeah, themangoway.com/discord. Alright, so we're going to be starting with Bitcoin, and then we'll go ahead and do a quick update on Cardano in today's video. That's pretty much all we're going to be doing. Oh no! Before we start, I do want to answer the question that I did get from, I believe it was DJ82. Oh, Samson's in here. How's it going, Samson? How's it going, buddy? He says good morning, and TGIF. Sean, what does TGIF stand for again? I think it is something to do with Friday, right? Having a little bit of a fog moment over there. Alright, the question DJ82 asked was, I believe it was him, he said, does Elon have that much of a influence over the markets, over the crypto markets specifically, right? And this is my answer to it, which may sound a little bit cryptic or may sound not very helpful to you guys. My answer is yes and no. Right? No, in that he doesn't really have an influence. Like firstly, he can't do this consistently. He can't do this over the long term. Eventually, it's just gonna fade. And secondly, he doesn't have that kind of like buying or selling power himself to be able to do that, right? Himself, maybe Tesla, but why would they do that and sabotage themselves? And so that's the no part. The yes part is that it's not so much him doing it to the markets, but more so the current narrative of the markets, which is that, hey, if Elon says something, it's going to affect the markets, right? So currently, the narrative is that if Elon has a tweet that either is positive or negative on Bitcoin, the markets should move in that direction. So that narrative is strong at the moment, but that narrative is going to fade, right? It's not going to last forever. Soon as that narrative flips around, so the flip of that narrative is that Elon saying something is completely irrelevant, right? His influence gets withered away. So does he really have influence if you think about it that way? No, but he does have influence in the fact that at the moment he can say something, and because of the narrative, right, the markets will get affected. And you guys need to actually, let's just go ahead, clear everything out. Let's go back to the weekly. At the moment, we'll come back to what we want to discuss. Just think about this. Over here, right, when we did have this initial thrust towards the upside, during that time, Bitcoin pretty much moved on its own. Elon, Tesla was not in the picture whatsoever. But then we had the entire GameStop fiasco, which prompted Elon to go and change his description to #Bitcoin, right? He's like, screw these centralized services, financial services. We need something decentralized. And that, you can see how impulsive this guy is. Now in hindsight you can see it, right? Because at the time when he did that, you would have thought that he put a lot of research into it, he's been looking into it for a while, blah blah blah. But now what it seems like to me is that he looked up something quickly on Google, the first thing he found was Bitcoin, so he's like, this is the solution, boom, right? But then you go through a learning curve of Bitcoin and you realize that, wait man, there's a couple of problems, which aren't really problems when you look into it deeper. But then again, he gets impulsive and says, nope, there are problems with Bitcoin, and he switches his mind up again. Because if he had really researched and put a lot of thorough thought into it, like a lot of Bitcoiners have, you realize that everything he's talking about is not really an issue at all, right? But he's being impulsive and he's learning on the go, and you're seeing that over here the #Bitcoin showed up, and we had the Elon pump when Tesla bought Bitcoin. So a lot of this was driven with that narrative that, oh man, now even corporations, the mega corporations, are coming in and joining Bitcoin, right? But now this is something really profound that you guys need to understand and internalize moving forward, and this could be trade opportunities for you guys. Understand that a narrative can flip, okay, especially when a trade gets really crowded. We were seeing a lot of people doing laser eyes, etc, right? It was a really crowded trade at the time, and that's something that I don't let affect my trades, because I'm a trend trader. If it's crowd trade, I still get in, unless there are other, anyways, that's a different topic. So keep this in mind though. A narrative that when the narrative gets stronger and stronger and more people pile on to the narrative, that same narrative flipping on its head could cause a very aggressive move towards the other direction of the initial market narrative, right? So over here what happened was Elon's narrative literally flipped. This was like a classic case of that example. Elon's narrative flipped upside down from bullish Bitcoin to bearish Bitcoin, right? And what happened? We broke down, and it's so beautiful. The markets are so beautiful over here because we literally have now come back to the pre-Elon zone where we started off, right? So everything that happened was undone. The Elon narrative that pushed us to 60k was undone and brought us back down to 35k. Make sense, guys? So DJ, I believe that should answer your question. It's narrative that really is more important than fundamentals, one single person, etc., right? Alright guys, so with that, let's go ahead and look at Bitcoin over here. So we'll go through the time frames. What's important to me is the 4-day, of course, the 2-day, as usual, the daily, and then we'll go ahead and take a look at a few things that we're looking at on the low time frames. Does anyone have any other questions? Okay, so one of the things that we were talking about was how we were expecting Bitcoin to see a bounce somewhere around this zone. Now this is the 4-day time frame, so I think it's going to take a while to play out. But couple of things as to why it wouldn't be the best idea to be getting too bearish over here. There are two zones where you can get bearish, either lower on the break, or if we do come up, in my opinion, there are two areas around 46,000 and 47,000, 49,000, right? So two necklines, this neckline over here 47,000 and this neckline over here at around, actually it's around 50,000. So those are the two areas that if I were looking to short Bitcoin as a bear, I would be looking to either short this area here, so essentially a potential lower high leading into a lower low eventually, or a break of the structure on the daily downtrend. Okay, so however, we also did point out that there's something interesting going on over here. Stochastics have typically, from this zone over here, every time it's come into this zone over here, there is a chance, not a certainty, there is a probability thus far that we do cross towards the upside on stochastics. That's the RSI stochastics right over here, and we do see a bounce from this zone, right? So let's go ahead and just look at the historical evidence of that. So stochastics coming down this low, right? Just intuitively you can understand why that would lead to a move towards the upside, right? So now the daily coming down this low is not indicative of a move towards the upside, right? But when you see the 4-day that low, it would mean that the daily has come down that low, the 2-day has come down that low and probably moved a little bit up already, the 3-day has come down that low and already moved up a little bit too. So a lot of sellers have already piled onto the trade. You're a little bit late, and how exhausted are they? In a way, it is kind of telling you exhaustion, but remember that goes against our that is counter to our trend methodology, right? So this is not conclusive at all. It's not conclusive at all. But let's go ahead and take a look at some evidence over here. Like, so example, we are at around the 20 zone at the moment, right? Around the 20ish on the 4-day stochastics. Last time we came down this low was the COVID dump, right? The big surprise COVID dump, so to speak. Then the time prior to that was right around so what was that move? Let's say we had the COVID dump around here. We had a good 150% move, right? Not bad at all. And then around this area over here we had a good 55% move. So this was when we came down to around 7,000ish. I remember this trade very clearly. In fact, if you guys are looking for a really good educational experience, right, I really recommend going back to that period where we were trading the zone over here, right? Go back to, because all of it is on Mango, it's on the channels. So find the date, and well, the date is right here, right? Scroll down to around December to Jan 2020ish and 2019 2020, and you guys will find this experience really educational. So go ahead and find those videos. Okay, anyways, 4-day had the 4-day stochastics came down that low, and we had a good, what was that again, around 55% to 65% move. Then the time prior to that was the China pump, and again around 40% sold off right after. The time prior to that though was all the way back at 3,000ish, right, when we dumped from 6,000 to 3,000ish, right? And we had another rally over there that was a huge rally, of course. And the time prior to that was this one over here at essentially when we dumped all the way from 9,500 to 6,000ish, and we got another rally of around 50%. Now again, I don't like doing this. I remember this is just a small booster to a probable trade that we may see from over here. So that's just one part of the of the evidence. Right now, something else that we can go ahead and take a look at, of course, is the Mango Dynamic. Mango Dynamic is seeing support underneath over here at around 30,000, but we came down there, wicked underneath already, closed above the Mango Dynamic. But here's the thing, guys, we closed slightly underneath on the second candle. Even though it looks like we closed above, if you zoom in a little bit, you'll see that we closed underneath. And that resistance, now remember, support flips into resistance, and that resistance has now come aggressively towards the upside. So resistance is moving up to around 40,000-ish now. And the next 4-day candle right after that closed well underneath it, and we actually tested above it, lived above it for a bit, ended up just being a sell opportunity. The bulls weren't interested, the bears were very interested, saw sells from both directions, and now we closed deep into it, coming in to test the bottom again. But this time around, check this out, guys, this time around we put in a high low compared to these wick lows over here, right? So you get an idea now of what may be happening within the lower time frames relative to the 4-day, of course, right? So now when I see this, right, I'm like, interesting. I'm seeing a low over here, 29,000, a low over here, 32,000, a low over here, 33-ish thousand, right? These wick lows are kind of angling towards the upside. Now usually this isn't enough to base your trade off, especially for playing the 4-hour and the daily. But when you see this in the 4-day, you can kind of picture what's happening on the daily time frame, right? You're seeing high lows form on the daily time frame, which is not really indicative of bearish strength. That's why I wouldn't get bearish with shorting this region. Now there's a short trade to trade in terms of a range trade, right? And that was essentially 39,000. We talked about that in the prior video. Go ahead and watch that video. You play the ranges until you're sure of your directional trend. And at the moment, I'm not interested in shorts, not interested in short trend trades, and not interested in bull trend trades either until we get out of that zone. Okay, so resistance overhead at around 39,000, came to test it, rejected it, and let's see what happens from here. Right now, that's pretty much for the 4-day. We can go ahead and take a look at the Ichimoku really quick, underneath the Kijun as well, by the way, guys. So I do want to see this next 4-day candle close above the Kijun, coming in at around 38,000. That's the least it needs to do to build some confidence for the bulls, and closing in a day and 17 hours. So day and 17 hours is pretty much 2 days, right? So the next 2-day candle is going to be very important. That's going to actually lead us into the Sunday, right? So we are likely going to be closing this when the weekly closes. Interesting. So let me go ahead and take a sip of water. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Lol, the crow, yeah. You guys know what the crow means, man. Those usually lead to rallies. Aman Saxena says, none of these guys know what they're doing. They don't know anything. Yesterday he was going on and on about a relief rally. Firstly, that was 2 days ago. Secondly, it seems like you are a thumbnail, an analyst, where you read the thumbnail like, this is it, this is what he's saying. So watch the video, buddy, if you're really looking to trade. But by the way, guys, remember, in terms of, okay, we will discuss a relief rally, but a potential relief rally is very much still in play. And remember how we started the video, using the word potential. We are looking for triggers on it, and at the moment, again, this is one of the biggest issues that new traders, beginner traders have, and this is what gives us an edge, right? The more experienced traders know that if you have an extremely high time preference, and what I mean by high time preference is that you want your trades to go successful immediately, that is you letting time work against you, as opposed to letting time be your partner while trading, right? You want your time to be your ally while trading. So that's one of the things I use for my edge, right? It's very simple to say and harder to do. Just being patient in trades. We're talking about the 4-day, right? We haven't even closed a 4-day candle yet, right? And this is gonna by the way transpire over multiple 4-day candles, which is gonna essentially mean at least weeks of trading. Either way, there's no reason to even entertain those kind of comments. I'm not sure why I am. All right, so remember, we're looking for this 4-day candle to close. This 4-day is about to close in a day and 17 hours, which essentially means a 2-day candle closing, right? So let's go ahead and take a look at the 2-day. Ooh, and what do we have over here, guys? What do we have over here? So the 2-day now is currently sitting within the Ichimoku Cloud, right? In fact, it's finding support right on the base of the Ichimoku Cloud again, taking time to play out, right? But you're seeing now the structure form. On the 4-day, you can't really see much, right? There's no real structure where you're forming. There's not enough 4-day candles to even warrant looking for a structure. You need these to play out over time. Kind of like, let's go back to our trade that December right over here. Remember how this 4-day candle played out? 4-day structure played out right over here. It took time, right? Everybody got impatient while we were patient, waited for the trigger. Boom, huge trade. Do we need to be right on that? No, we just need to be right one time for a trade win like this, right? Where was the other one? Was right over here. Same thing. Count the days this took, guys. Okay, remember, each one of these candles is one 4-day candle, right? So we're talking about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In fact, you can just go ahead and do it like this. This is a quicker way to count the days. That's 45 days. 45 days of patience. People over here don't even want to wait 2 days. That's why they lose in the markets. Anyways, going back to the 2-day now. Can't see the structure in the 4-day, but the 2-day is beginning to develop the first element of structure. Remember, the 2-day now, even though it's forming structure, it may break towards the upside, get rejected, come back down, consolidate, and then the 4-day is constantly developing in that time. Okay, so now the 2-day is putting in a structure, but even if it does break towards the upside, is that going to be enough for a 4-day huge rally? No. Well, look at the resistance that we have overhead, right? We have resistance over here that is obvious. We just got rejected off it at around 39,465. That's your ascending triangle resistance. But you have Tenkin resistance, you have a cloud resistance, you have Kijun resistance. Now, fortunately, this is also all lining up with our 4-day resistance levels. Let's go ahead and look at the 2-day 21 EMA. Where's that coming in at? There as well, right? So this over here, this point over here at 45,000 is going to be key. But at the same time, can't really get bearish here until you close underneath the cloud, right? I want to see a proper candle close underneath the cloud. And on the 2-day, then you can look at this as a bearish continuation. Likely to around 26,000, 25,000 as the next target, right? So that's the 2-day. We can go ahead and take a look at the oscillators really quickly. So Accession says building the story, amazing. Yeah, man, that's what we do over here at Mango. People want like quick calls, quick targets, blah blah blah, and those aren't the traders that are suited for this channel. There are many channels that will give you that nonsense. That's not what we do over here. So you guys are welcome to hit the dislike and hit the X button, top right hand corner of the screen. In case you don't know, there's another quick answer for you. Where's the X button? Top right hand corner, bud. Either way, now what I want to look at are the 2-day oscillators, and then we'll switch on over to the daily. But do we have any questions? All right, let me just go ahead and confirm. All right, there's around 200 of you over here, and there's only 78 likes. Let's try and get those likes to around 100, guys. Your head is covering the lows. Is it still though? Oh geez, I'm just realizing that my chat section is really delayed. So it's kind of updating at the moment. Yeah, I just hit the dude. I don't think people realize that when you do that, all you're doing is incentivizing me to not look at a certain coin. That might be a good strategy though. If you guys really hate a coin, right? If you really hate a certain coin, right? There are a lot of XRP haters out there. For example, you guys really hate XRP. One way to throw YouTubers off from ever covering XRP, because you don't want people to cover XRP, is to just spam, hey, do XRP, do XRP, do XRP, do XRP. The more you push people to do that, the less likely we're ever gonna do it. So that could be a reverse psychology play. Wow, wait, oh, you hit him and then I unhit him by mistake, so I'm just gonna hide him again. Okay, there you go, you hit him. Okay, I'm not gonna touch him, okay. All right, cool. So back on over to the analysis, right? So remember, 4-day. We're waiting for the candles to unfold. The 2-day, again, Ichimoku, quick recap on that. Sitting on Ichimoku support over here, forming a sort of like ascending triangle, but could also turn into a bearish flag. The reason you could look at this as an ascending triangle, this is all the bulls have to hold on to, by the way, right now, is well, so far, right, we're analyzing as we go. We have a flat line on the top, and they have high lows, right? The high lows are really going in their favor, because the bears need to at least push down this much now, right? Underneath this low here at 33,000, pressure this low here at 31,000. Taking out this low would be the end of the story, and the bears would have control, in my opinion. At the moment, we're not seeing that. We're seeing high lows on the 2-day. Ichimoku not looking good. Overall, I mean, it is green. It's not looking, yeah. I'd say neutral. Bearish TK cross, but it is a weak TK cross above the cloud. May turn into bullish TK cross, leading to a magnitude, a very strong move. But it's going to take time to unfold. And it's only about when we start living about 51,000 that you can entertain that kind of move though, right? Okay, so now stochastics. Sorry, the oscillators. Starting with the stochastics. Stochastics actually, not the best sign over here. Cross bullish, showing weakness. Cross bearish again, and this may just end up being like, again, low, lower high, lower high. This could be another lower high, and then you just stay stuck in the zone forever, right? I'm not liking the look of this. What I want to see this is widen up like this and start swinging towards the upside, right? Again, not a death sentence, but not the best look over here actually. What's the RSI saying over here? RSI is looking a tad bit better, or is it? Okay, so RSI over here had bullish divergence. Now is actually flipping into potential. Potential bearish divergence, right? So right over here, you did have a double bottom on your RSI. Now again, people who are too technical over all of this nonsense are gonna be like, no, it's not really. Actually, it is really a. Even if you get too technical with this, to me this is bearish divergence right over here. Double bottoming on the RSI, not really at all on price. Sorry, bullish divergence, flipping into bearish divergence immediately, because the bulls are not showing the strength needed at all. Again, potential bearish divergence, or bullish divergence flipping into potential bearish divergence. Bearish divergence is not triggered just yet, so that bullish divergence still has time to play out, by the way, because when did it trigger? Because we still have, until we see candle closes underneath this level over here, we have time for the 2-day to actually play that bullish divergence out. Okay, remember, 2-day candles take 2 days to play out, so you gotta wait. So yeah, there's a glimpse of hope over here for the bulls, or positivity is the better word to look for. We have the high lows, right? We have the flatline structure, and then we have this RSI over here that's looking a little bit interesting. Let's look at the daily now. Now the daily, right? If you guys did watch the video that we did post on Wednesday, where we talked about how that relief rally, what the bulls are looking for, or even the bears, right? Even the bears will be looking for a relief rally to reload on their shorts, right? A relief rally does not mean that it is yay, going into we're going into bull market territory again. No, it just means that, hey, okay, that's the first step. What happens from here? Do we get sold into? Because a relief rally just means that people are looking to reload on the shorts and exit, right? So bulls want to take their profits and be like, ah, I'm out of this, man. And the bears are looking to, basically, bears have taken profits here. We don't know that all of this bullishness is just bears taking profits, bears taking profits, bears taking profits. If they take all their profits, right, now they are rearmed with enforcements, with bullets to reload their shorts over here. Similarly, if all of this was simply bears and the bulls are just have lost confidence, the bulls don't want to be buying over here and they're waiting for a bounce to sell into, well, now the bears have the bulls on their side selling over here, right? And they're rearmed, they have enforcements as well. So everything's playing out that way, but we need to, I mean, I'm not saying everything's playing out in that regard that the bears are selling. We don't know, right? We don't know if the bulls over here are actually the ones buying, or if the bears are the ones who are actually closing positions. We don't know any of that. We're looking for those signs. Okay, so we're looking for that ascending triangle structure here, right? Which pretty much playing out now. Now it's getting a little bit interesting, eh? Now we could actually do this. Now we can do this, right? Now we can do this. And those of you who have been following Mango for a while, you guys know now that this is going to be an interesting zone. This zone here, this zone, if price starts breaking in there, that may be interesting. Would I be trading that? No, I would not be trading that. I'd rather wait over here now. Okay, do you guys get what I mean? Ascending triangle, breaking towards the upside. Remember what we talked about in the 2-day time frame. The 2-day could break out towards the upside, break its ascending triangle towards the upside, but the 4-day may step in and push it back down, right? Because the high time frames are going against the trend right now. High time frames will step in at any time and push the lower time frames down if the high time frames are saying, nope, we are not done with our consolidation yet. Similarly with the daily may break out and the 2-day may say, nope, I'm not done yet, I'm going to step in. And we saw that with the 4-hour, and we were expecting that with the 4-hour, right? Because people have been talking about this in Mango, and they were referring to the current moves as a break. And we never were really, if you guys rewatch the video, we weren't looking for only that, right? Because remember, within the 4-hour, again, going back for context, we had ascending triangle. Where was it? Right over here, this neckline. Break towards the upside. No continuation whatsoever. Right, that's your ascending triangle here. Right, let's color it. That's your ascending triangle. Break towards the upside, retest, broke, right? But what happened? The daily stepped in, pushed the trend back down, right? The 4-hour uptrend was pushed down by the daily. The daily uptrend, which is not initiated yet, may be pushed down by the 2-day. The 2-day uptrend may be pushed down by the 4-day. Concepts that we've been learning, teaching over here for the past like months now are now all coming together. You guys get it? Seeing the examples. So the bad sign over here for the 4-hour. Oh, by the way, another thing we talked about, right, is the potential rising wedge, right? Rising wedge. Now, we were talking about how it could potentially get all the way up to this zone over here and then get the rejection and then come down, right? Remember, that's exactly what we said. We said rising channel, right? And we are looking for something like this and then come down, but it broke down a tad bit earlier because that ascending triangle did not form on the daily just yet, at the very least. Oops, let's go back to the daily. I should probably remove all my drawings because it's getting messy now. Right, we did not form an ascending triangle with this candle close. Instead, we did with this candle close, right? So now we have that sort of ascending triangle structure forming within the symmetrical triangle structure. The way I like to draw it, you can draw it multiple ways, of course, right? But this zone over here is going to be really important for me now. You can see it all coming together. So essentially price could come down even more now with these high lows, and we have candle close over here as well. Let's go ahead and do this. Mark says yes, thank you. Hey IJ, how's it going, bud? Good to see you in here. Alright, so that's pretty much it, guys. That's the rehash. That's kind of why I said there's not really much to talk about, because everything is kind of going according to plan. Not really surprising anything over here. Nothing over here is really surprising. Alright, so with that, we can go ahead and now take a look at what's going on with the rest of the market, I guess. Ooh, actually, a couple of things we can take a look at before we... People have been asking me to show it, since they don't have access to it. 2-day dynamic is also resistance overhead. Again, can't get too bullish over this until we start taking back at least the 2-day dynamic, guys. Daily dynamic, again, perfect resistance overhead. In fact, this is reminding me of, there was a time, I believe, was it on the 2-day or was it on the 4-day? The time on the 2-day, yeah, actually the 2-day, yeah. See the way the 2-day had the dynamic kind of consolidating like this, right, in a flat structure. I've been backtesting this a lot. I wonder if the daily does something like that this time. Interesting. This would suggest that the daily breaks towards the upside. I'd prefer that the markets break. If it does bounce, I prefer it happen on the high time frames. I prefer it happen on the 4-day preferably, but at least the 2-day. But it's not gonna make. I prefer the 2-day. I prefer I prefer the 4-day, not the 2-day, because I don't want this to happen too quick. The quicker things happen, guys, it's more likely to get sold into. JB just subscribed. Thank you for subscribing. Welcome to Mango. For those of you who haven't yet, by the way, hit the subscribe, hit the notification icon. Craig Charles says 100k subscribers before the end of summer. I don't think so, man. Mango grows we grow really slow. We're probably the slowest community in crypto at the moment. YouTube did send us a poor rating for engagement as well, so we're doing a horrible job with our marketing, etc, etc. Anyone refresh their phone screen when you don't like the market reject? That's awesome. You deserve a mango for that. Weekly. Let's go to the weekly. Interesting. This reversal was really sharp, eh? Look at the stochastics, guys. It's very reminiscent of what happened over here, right? Like the top over here. So because you can see the stochastics maintained high lows. This time the trend, right? So it's a very different market signature completely, because the trend this time around was a lot more aggressive. It just kept going up, right, and stayed over here. Right, we did have this, so you could say that this entire period from around here to here was one big bull market, right, minus the COVID dump, right? If we just cancel this area out, consolidation in this zone over here, right, and then bull run, and then pretty much stayed within that zone on this aggressive bull trend. And then look at the breakdown here, right? Look at the breakdown. The sell-off was essentially us losing the 80 zone. You're like, all right, the aggressive bull trend's over. Sharp reversal, just as aggressive towards the downside. Why is a faster bounce likely going to get sold into? Bears have patience too. No, you're looking at it wrong. It has nothing to do with bears being patient. It has more to do with the people. So you gotta look at it as kind of buying the dip, right? But reverse. But it's the reverse function, right? You're selling into the bounce. You get what I mean, AJ? But when you have a consolidation and a build up, right, all that ammo, right, that where people, so when you see a massive breakout, for example, right, let's see a massive breakout and you come back to retest a major level, the people who weren't in on buying on the breakout or within the consolidation prior to the breakout are now going to be buying that dip, right? They're like, I want in on this trade. And the people who were on the wrong side of the trade are going to be doing the opposite, saying, I want out of this freaking wrong trade and I want to flip towards the other side of the trade. That's how I would trade it, definitely. But the flip side works too, right? When you see a massive break towards the downside and people miss the short and now they get to sell a lower high, that's an easy trade, right? It's easier to sell into that for a lower high because likely, kind of like what I did, right, on my altcoin trades, right? You see how I sold into all of them, right? I sold into those bounces. Similarly, there are going to be people who are going to be coming in to short those bounces. Why? Because they missed the short, right? They want to get in. But if things start formulating over a longer period of time, right, the flip side of it is true, where people who were losing patience on either seeing continuation towards the downside, right? Let's say we're going high lows. One, you're losing confidence in a break. Two, you're losing patience as a bear looking for the you're losing patience as a bear looking for continuation towards the downside, and more importantly, you are going to be pushed out of your trade as soon as we do break towards the upside over here, right? Because you've already got into position. You most likely already got into position looking for the continuation. Now you see a break like this, the trend is no longer on your side. Trend is no longer on your side on all time frames, because now the daily is in an uptrend, the 4 days in an uptrend, the 2 day, the 3 day, everything's in an uptrend, right? So you're less likely to sell into that. Probability starts weighing, momentum, stochastics, everything starts going against you. Yes, I hope I explained that well. I don't think I did that good of a job, but you should get the idea. Why can't the market just stay bullish? Because markets move up and down because of imbalance between buyers and sellers, right? That's how basic supply demand economics work, right? There's going to be a point towards the upside over here. There's going to be a point towards the bottom over here. There's always going to be at some point where the price reaches a certain number where it becomes attractive for even the long-term sellers, right, to the long-term buyers to turn into sellers. They're like, all right, this is becoming too attractive for me. So let's say that this is the extreme point of the price being extremely attractive to be a seller, and this is an extreme point where price is at an extreme point to be a buyer. Well, if price is sitting over here, right, the people who would usually be selling are like, this is become too good, right? I'm going to become a buyer. So what ends up happening is there's an imbalance, right? And that's all markets can be boiled down to: imbalance between sellers and buyers, imbalance between sellers and buyers, imbalance between sellers and buyers. Over here, there's an imbalance, right? The buyers start becoming more powerful than the sellers, and that there's not enough people selling and there are way more buyers. So prices drifts. That's kind of why sometimes the most bullish thing you can see is price drifting on low volume, right? Because there's no more selling happening, and the people are like, fuck it, I'm buying. Apologies for the language. Frig it, I'm buying. Right? They're like, this is not attractive, right? The sellers are on the buyers. The buyers who were usually scared of buying too would also be a buyer. Like, I'll buy a little, and price drifts. Eventually, impulsive move, and now the price becomes too attractive to not sell, right? And then you see the reverse happening. Imbalance between buyers and sellers. This is really interesting. It's not giving in, man. Kind of why the markets have been in flux recently, because it's a really dangerous zone. Go watch this like a hawk, man. Sean, IJ was interested in Ethereum. Let's go take a look. There's not much to say, man. It's doing better than Bitcoin. Holding trend. Pretty much the same structure. Slightly more aggressive, because it did you can see the difference between Ethereum reaching its candle close highs versus Bitcoin, right? So Ethereum is performing. Actually, no, Ethereum literally tested its candle close highs over here. See that, right? So you can't draw this like this. Why not? May come down to test somewhere around here. I don't know. Let's go look at something else. Resistance overhead. Kijun tanking, coming down, pushing price down. 21 EMA. Let's go take a look at the 10 SMA. 10 SMA underneath. So this is the kind of structure I'd like for Bitcoin to be putting in as well, by the way. Retaking the initial retake of the 10 SMA, rejected, push back down, retake it one more time, consolidate, break above the 21 EMA, because the 21 EMA has come down, pressed against price over there. Oops, meant over here, but you guys, it's a big mess over here, but this area here, right? And then retake the 21 EMA, come back to test the 10 SMA, and then eventually retake both the 21 EMA and the 10 SMA. This is how prices consolidate. Bitcoin, we can go ahead and look at the same thing actually. Need a cleaner chart. Is this it? Yeah, this is clean. So let's go remove everything else. Actually, need that. Do we keep that? No. Tenken, yeah, let's keep the Tenken. Okay, cool. So right over here, that's what we want Bitcoin to do too, right? 21 EMA come down, squeeze with the 10 SMA, right? Price essentially breaks above eventually, then comes back down, tests the 10 SMA. The 21 EMA comes down underneath price again, right? Because it's been a while since it's been underneath price, and then the 10 SMA starts squeezing with the 21 EMA. Price starts drifting up, squeeze and retake the 200 moving average, retest it, and then we have the Kijun somewhere around here, I believe, right? Makes sense. And eventually go through like that. Now you're seeing how that lower high after the break on the daily uptrend starts forming on the 4-day time frame, right? So the low high on the 4-day, right? You guys see it? And then eventually turning into an ascending triangle or symmetrical triangle with high lows on the 4-day time frame. It's going to take time to all play out. You're short from 2,850-ish, you said? Oh, that was a good trade, man. good entry. Looking for around 2,450, you said. Yeah, bottom of the symmetrical, bottom of this potential ascending triangle, or could be a bear flag. You're playing the ranges, man. Good job, IJ. Good job. Elon level attempts at market manipulation were futile at best. I'm not sure what he's up to, man. Why does he even have to say anything? Why does he want this to be his legacy? This makes no sense. Elon for prison. IJ says, "Wow, it's really amazing how you see it all." Hey, man, you're gonna be seeing it all too very, very soon. There's nothing special. Believe me, all of you will like just if there's something that you don't fully understand, rewatch the modules and you'll see it all. Just like do it over and over and over and over and over again. Look at that, by the way, all these zones, etc., that we drew, right? Look at that. It lines up with everything. It lines up with everything that we put on with the indicators. Jesus Christ, right? That's why technical analysis, especially on crypto, is so beautiful, man. Just like, wow. These markets move. Did I talk about Cardano? No, I haven't actually looked at Cardano today. So it's not doing, again, nothing special. Nothing much has really changed since our last analysis, guys. Come back down to test that zone that I've been looking at, $1.65. Close underneath there. Well, then likely to test this high-low structure over here, right? So maybe come down, put a wick at around $1.42, $1.44. Close above this. Put in a high-low somewhere here if it does break down. If it doesn't, until then, looking for play the ranges, man. Kind of like what IJ is doing. You guys are seeing what IJ is doing. So again, this could ADA2 could break towards either direction. ADA has been looking stronger than most recently, so you can see, right, just through the structure here, you can see that ADA's put in a higher candle close high compared to even Ethereum, who's not done that just yet. Ethereum looking stronger than Bitcoin, ADA looking stronger than Ethereum, and break this towards the upside. If this breaks over here, I'll be looking. I don't know, man. Cardano makes you really wonder. It's looking good overall, right? Considering what the market's doing, Cardano is holding up, like really holding up. These wicks over here are very indicative of this. They're being buyers in the market, at least for now. They're buyers. AJ Small says, "Dude, I'm gonna have to rewatch that entire price action story you just said in 0.5 speed. That was amazing." Hey man, thank you for the kind words, but like I just told IJ, you're gonna be able to see everything. All of this too, and you're going to be able to say it just like I did within no time. Within a year of joining the seed program, you're not going to need me anymore, right? The entire seed program is designed for you guys to not need me anymore. That's why you don't see Rob here anymore on the live streams. Sometimes he's listening in the background, but you don't see him here anymore. He doesn't need me anymore, right? He's doing it and doing it better, in fact, right? Probably doing it better than me in his day-to-day trading. He day trades, right, and pretty aggressively at that too. He's using the same concepts that he learned from seed, and he's using it to match his own personality, which is an aggressive day trader. And I think at the moment he's trading the mango way. At the moment he's trading the long-term trades because he's busy with his life, etc. But when he wants to, right, when he wants to pick up the pace, he just does it. He just does it. So DJ asks, how long have you been in seed, IJ? So I believe IJ has been in seed for, so IJ is a I don't want to say unique case, that makes him sound weird, but the great thing about IJ is that he's had tenacity, man. Like, he struggled. He wasn't one of those guys, right, who comes right off the bat and figures everything out and sees things. But I see a lot of he reminds me of someone I know. Who, like, he starts off really, really slow, but when he gets it, right, he freaking gets it, right? He put in and he's also really determined. I see a gamer in him where he's really competitive with himself, right? With the world around him. And when he wants to be good at something, he doesn't half-ass it, right? And you can see it in the effort that he's put in recently. And he knows what to do. He's not only recovered a deficit of $100,000 that he lost before joining Seed, but he's made all that back up and then some. And it's not easy to do that, man, to come back from that. And he's employing the concepts that we teach at Seed on his own, right? He's not waiting for the analysis. He's doing it on his own. It's great. Stan13 talked about a concept that I wanted to actually talk about. He just mentioned something that I actually wanted to do an impromptu on today. It's actually really important what you just mentioned, Stan. I see all the charts, Stan says, in an inverted mode. Don't need to switch trading view. I don't need to switch on trading view. If I want to enter shorts when I think it will go long, and opposite, I'm sure I'll be more successful. Essentially what he's saying over there is, if I trade the opposite of what I really want to do, I'll be more successful. Now, that becomes a little harder to do because you don't really know what you want to do at that point, right? If you think you want to go long, but then you're like, because I think I want to go long, I should go short. I should go long. Then you should ask, wait, did you really want to go short? Then in that case, you should go long, right? Because I hope you guys understand what I mean. A better way to look at it, and this is really, really, really important. And you shouldn't do that just yet, Stan. Don't do that because it's not the time. But you're going to hear a lot of traders. We can talk about this today, and I'll talk about it again some other time in a better presentation. But you're going to hear a lot of traders, which is true, by the way, say don't let your emotions control you, which you shouldn't. You should not let your emotions control your trades, right? But at the same time, ignoring your emotions completely may not be the best idea either, right? Depending on how mature you are as a trader. So let's say there is a range of maturity that you can go through your progression as a trader, right? You're going through a progression as a trader, and you're going to mature. Like, there are going to be things that you're doing today, guys, that 5 years from now you're going to look back at yourself and be like, what the hell was I thinking? I'm pretty sure that 1 year from now, 2 years from, I'm hoping to God that 2 years from now I look at these videos today and I'm thinking, what the hell was I doing, right? Now, there is a plateau when it comes to certain things, but I want to push myself with many other things. I want to like broaden my my circle of knowledge, so that way there were things I could do better, right? Or things I can do better 10 years from now, and that'll mature me as a investor, trader, blah blah blah, call it what you will. So you're going to go through a phase of maturity with your emotions as well. If you have reached a proficient stage of maturity with your emotions, where you can actually control, recognize, keep yourself in control perfectly, and I don't want to say perfect because you can never be perfect, but if you have a good grasp of your emotions, you shouldn't ignore your emotions either. What you should do, in my opinion, is try and detect what you're feeling and use it as a signal to understand what the rest of the market participants are feeling, right? Because people, and Krishna says this a lot. She's like, oh, Sean, you're emotional. She asks me rather, how do you keep your emotions in check? And then she'll be like, just because you can do it, you shouldn't expect other people to do it, right? But the thing is, it's not that I'm really in, I'm keeping my, it's really hard to explain this, damn. even though my actions indicate that my emotions are in control, it doesn't mean that my emotions are really in control. Like deep down, not deep actually, just underneath the surface, my emotions are broiling, right? But the thing is, I'm using that to my advantage. I'm using those emotions, my understanding that, hey, I'm feeling all of this, and I remember feeling all of this when I've made so many mistakes in the past. I'm going to keep that contained within me, right, and do the right thing regardless. But the next step after that is to be like, okay, because I'm feeling all of this, right, other people are probably feeling it too, and this lines up with certain market environments, market conditions. Maybe this is a long signal, maybe this is a short signal, maybe this is a sell your profit signal, right? You understand what I mean? Use your emotions, but don't use your emotions to trade your emotions. Use your emotions as a proxy, right, as a signal to be like, I wonder if I'm feeling this, I wonder what other people are feeling, right? But you should never let that get to you. You should never be in a position where things are so bad where you have to like, you're feeling all of that and you have to like put on, it's hard to explain, it's really hard to explain this. I need to do a proper presentation on this with bullet points. You should, how about this, I should say it this way, you should be in a position to take advantage of the situation, right? You shouldn't be the victim of the situation. And that rant, I wasn't supposed to rant today. Stop making me rant. Alright guys, I'm going to be wrapping up soon because I feel like I'm going into rant mode. IJ says, Sean and Mango, man, you are so kind and so nice. Whatever I achieved is all credits to you and Krisha, and it's the community that brings out the best in you and give a warm shoulder. Yeah, man, it's not me and Krisha. I mean, yeah, we do our part. Krisha works really hard too, but it's more so the community, man. It's the seed community that is so freaking kind, so generous, with their time, with their love, with their politeness, etc. With the Grove too, right? I'm sorry, I don't mean just the seed, Mango in general. Just the, like, people are so freaking good in this community. We have a small community, granted, compared to the other communities, but I'd rather keep it this way than I'd rather you guys engage though more with the YouTube video, so that way I don't get these reports from YouTube saying that your engagement rating is really poor, right? So do engage, guys, so that way I don't have to forcefully grow the community just to get those engagement metrics. Try to hit the like, hit the comment whenever you guys can. It helps a lot with those reports not being so depressing. But we do have such a kind community, and you're right, it is a community being the shoulder for us, right? All like the people who are really close friends now, right? They've become close friends that I met through the community. And he goes on to say, most importantly, the culture, exactly, the culture at Mango community that helps you in the long run. So important. Rant mode, best mode, says Mark. themangoway.com/discord, exactly. IJ, guys, IJ just posted a link to the Discord community in the chat. If you guys haven't joined yet, make sure you join. Garima says, because you keep it so mango. I can keep it mango because of you guys, man. Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoyed today's stream. Today was fun, really relaxed. If you guys did miss the video I did on Bitcoin on Wednesday, 2 days ago, go ahead and watch that. But today we did rehash a lot of it, and we did cover a couple more concepts. I think we didn't cover the 2 day time frame on the previous video, so yeah. Overall, everything's still going according to plan. Nothing to really get worried about just yet, nothing to get excited about either just yet. Trading the ranges, kind of like how you're seeing IJ do, is the way to go. So yeah, this is what I'm keeping an eye on. This is kind of scary. I want to see this breakdown, but at the same time, sideways could lead to what we want to see too. right? Just stabilizing over here for a long period of time. That could be something that we see, right? Why not, right? With that, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I think I covered everything I wanted to. Until the next time, do the mango way, do the stress-free way, do the easy way. Leave a comment down below, hit the subscribe button, help Mango out. We'll see you guys in the next one. Ciao. Big shout out to Swag, to Mock, to IJ, to Julian, to AJ, I'm forgetting people, I'm so sure, to Chauvin, if he's still in here, to Garima, to the regulars, to DJ as well, to Old Man, I cannot forget Old Man, is he still in here? Let me scroll up. Yeah, he just sent a message in the chat as well. Who else am I forgetting? I'm pretty sure I'm forgetting people. If I did forget anyone, I do apologize. I'm just a bit tired at the moment. And Samson is in here as well. I just see his message. Gotta get some. By the way, guys, please welcome Samson to the seed as a new seedling. I'll be getting him into the live chat, to the seedling private chat this weekend. Been slacking off on that. Lindika's in here as well. So yeah, big shout out to Lindika. And Stan, of course. Man, forgetting people. I should probably stop before I forget more people. Thank you so much, guys. I'll see you guys on Monday's live stream. Anise is in here too. How's it going, Anise? How are you, bud? Alright, guys, I'll see you in the Discord chat. www.themangoway.com/discord